Hey y'all, it's Sarah coming to you today with my week 12 update. Just gonna go over my stats. I'm 31. I am 5'10", and my highest recorded weight was 412. And surgery weight, I'm doing bad at this today. Surgery weight was 398.6. And I weighed in this morning at 352.7. So that is a loss of 0.3 pounds from last week. So yeah, I mean, it's a loss, so it's going down. It's good to, good going down as far as, from where it was up last week, it's going back down. Yeah, this week was pretty good. Not really anything new out, from the regular. Still pretty much, the same. I will talk about a popular issue amongst us bariatric patients as far as dumping. I haven't really gotten this question, but I thought about it last night. Or maybe it was earlier today. I don't know. Sometime. I thought about it. Anyway. It is a big concern for people who are having the surgery. You either are scared about it and you don't want to dump, or you do want to dump and because you want that physical hindrance as far as eating bad things for you. And I am going to say that before surgery, I was hell-bent on thinking I was going to dump, because I actually had stomach issues prior to surgery, like irritable bowel type symptoms, where anytime I ate anything that was heavily greasy or had a lot of sugar in it, I would go to the bathroom like fairly immediately, within the first 30 minutes to an hour. I never got like, the whole sweaty or anything like that. Like, I never felt that kind of thing. It just was like, I gotta go right now to the bathroom, move. So I had that fairly frequently. I had my gallbladder taken out when I was 19, which was, 12 years ago. And ever since then, I think that's kind of what had caused those types of symptoms. So that led me to believe that after surgery, it was going to get worse. Like, I was going to, I couldn't even, I wasn't even going to chance it. Because I was like, oh God, if this is how it is prior to surgery, I can only imagine what it's going to be after surgery. Well, I can tell you that after surgery, I don't have the dumping like that. And granted, it may be because I don't eat foods like that. I have. I've eaten fast food, and I have had sweets. I will say that I don't have dumping immediately after eating it like I did prior to surgery. I would consider what I have a delayed dumping. It comes like either really later in the day or the next day. I still don't get the whole like cold sweats or, like heart racing or anything like that. It just is like, I have got to go to the bathroom, and more than likely it is going to be a loose bowel movement. It doesn't really bother me, especially since I've had it way worse prior to surgery. It doesn't really bother me. I wouldn't say it's a hindrance. So I definitely would say each person, each body is different. And even if you experience something prior to surgery, there's a chance you may not experience that after surgery. It still is not something I would base my whole surgery decision on whether dumping is going to make or break whether I have the surgery, because if I don't dump, then I might eat the same things. And the reason I'll tell you why is because I've mentioned this in previous videos that I don't want those foods. Like I don't really crave them anymore. Like I used to be a big chocolate eater. Like I could eat a whole bag of chocolate, like a whole bag, and not think twice about it. Like I loved it. Now I've rarely had chocolate. Like if it's not in front of me, I don't really care. Now I will say if something is in front of me, I'll think to myself, ooh, that looks good. But then I'm like, it's not really worth it. And when I say it's not worth it, it's not because of the dumping. It's not worth it because I have a different mindset now. And I don't know why. I know that, everybody says, well, the surgery doesn't change your brain. It only changes your stomach. But for me, it really did. It really changed the way I think about food. And that could be a lot to do with the education that the research that I did prior to surgery and listening to, motivational speakers and stuff like that, like, I needed to get a better relationship with food. And that is the biggest thing that is going to be like a help for this, is that you need to get in touch with yourself, and you need to realize that you need to develop a healthy relationship with food. That doesn't mean that you think everything is bad. That doesn't mean that you can be like, oh, well, I can eat 12 cheeseburgers because I want to, You need to learn that, yes, food is a fuel. Food can be for enjoyment. Well, I wouldn't know why we would have taste buds then if it wasn't, why, there's no logical point in having taste buds, like sweet taste buds and savory taste buds, if we weren't meant to enjoy those. If our taste buds were only for basically to test for toxic or poisonous foods, then that's the only thing we would taste. If something tasted poisonous or something tasted toxic. You see what I'm saying? So you need to really definitely get a handle on having a healthy relationship with food and not demonize food. No food should be demonized unless it's Monsanto. JK, not really. Sugar and stuff like that. There's a place for it, and there's not a place for it. A lot of sugar? No. We don't need a lot of sugar. No one does. Your carbs. You still, need some carbs, Your body still needs those carbs. Carbs are not bad, but in moderation. Everything is in moderation. So, do your research, things like that. Even if you yourself, you know, want to take a nutrition class to learn more about food, you know, take or take, you know, some type of physiological class where you learn how our body processes the different nutrients that are in food, so you can get a better understanding on what you should eat, what you shouldn't eat, and why you need that particular food. So that's all I'm going to go into as far as that. You know, but I really am big on, you know, self-education, because it's your body. It is your body. It's no one else's. It's your body. So you need to learn how to treat your body the best way it needs to be treated. Now, I would love to do some favorites of mine. I'm going to say that this is like January favorites because January just ended, and obviously I don't have any favorites for February yet. I'm not sure I'm going to do this every month. I may find a few things here and there to do every month. I think this will be kind of fun. On YouTube, I usually like to watch, you know, the beauty gurus, you know, the makeup artists and stuff like that. And they do, you know, monthly favorites and stuff like that, or like empties or something like that. So basically this is kind of like a tie off on that, only this is bariatric favorites. Yay. Of course not just bariatric, but I mean anybody can eat this stuff. But okay, so first thing, if you are craving something crunchy and salty, then I would recommend these. They are the Enlightened Roasted Broad Bean Crisps, as you can read here. This is in the flavor Mesquite Barbecue. The stats on this are, there we go. Stats on this for 1 ounce, which this bag is 3 ounces. So there's 3 servings in here. This bag is 100 calories. So if you ate this whole bag, which I guarantee you will not be able to, it would be 300 calories. But for 1 ounce, it's 100 calories, 3 grams of fat. There's 150 milligrams of sodium in here for 1 serving, which this bag, this flavor is kind of salty. So I don't know about that. Also, I don't know if it's going to be backwards. I know people say that sometimes. Oh no, it's going to be backwards. I have no clue if it's going to be backwards for y'all. If it is, I'm sorry. My bad. Okay. There's 15 carbs. 5 of those are from fiber. Well, there is 1 sugar in this flavor. I also like the sriracha. The sriracha is my favorite, by the way, of these, of this flavor. The sriracha is my favorite. It's not spicy. It's just good. And then for 1 ounce, there are 7 grams of protein. And as you can see, I'll read those for you since it may or may not be backwards. So the other flavors are regular sea salt, sriracha, garlic and onion, wasabi, cocoa dusted, and sweet cinnamon. So there are some sweet flavors if you want to go into that. I don't know if those have sugar in them or not. I know the Enlightened brand does make some ice cream bars that do not have sugar in them, so their sweet flavors of these may not have sugar in them as well. So yeah, these are really good. I had the little, I saved one. I got these from WLSFA in my swag bag. These are the sriracha flavor, as you can see. This one bag was 100 calories, 3 grams of fiber. 7 grams of protein for this one bag. So put that there. Also, this is also empty, but I bought this like a while ago. Another kind of crunchy, salty thing. The roasted chickpeas. This was in the flavor sea salt. And the stats on it, I'm just going to read for you for 1 ounce again. It was 120 calories, 5 grams of fat, sodium's 185 milligrams, 18 carbs, 5 of those are from fiber, 1 sugar, which is just from the bean itself, because beans, they have sugar, okay? Mere vegetables and stuff, they have their own natural sugar, so don't freak out. Sorry, let me fix the exposure on me. And then protein for these a little bit less. This is 5 grams of protein for an ounce. These were really good. I got these at Costco. This I got at GNC. Another thing, and I heard about this from Lauren Losing on Facebook. She had mentioned that this is what she likes, and it is the Bolthouse Farms cilantro avocado yogurt dressing. The stats on this for 2 tablespoons, 40 calories, 3.5 grams of fat, 210 milligrams of sodium, 1 carb, which is from sugar, because it has buttermilk in it, and it is yogurt based, so it's going to have sugar because milk has its own natural sugar, lactose. And then there's 1 gram of protein. This is so good. It has a lot of cilantro in it, as you can see, the little green flecks. There's a lot of cilantro in it. If you do not like cilantro, I wouldn't recommend this for you because it has a very strong cilantro taste, but is freaking delicious on some chicken or, whatever. We made taco salads last night, and this is what I put on my taco salad. It was delicious. Delicious. So if you like that cilantro-y kind of taste, like if you like cilantro lime rice or cilantro lime chicken or something like that, and it doesn't have any lime in it as far as I'm concerned, as far as I know. There's no lime in here, but that would be fantastic as well. It just has the avocado, but if you love cilantro, you will love this. It's found in the cooler section of the produce aisle. Where you go get those cold bottles of yumminess, I guess. I don't know. Like in between the pre-cut vegetables and the pre-cut fruits and, stuff like that. It's going to be in that section. Delicious. And then my last favorite, because I know I told y'all I like herbal teas. That's what I have here. This is Tavanna's winterberry tea. It is delicious as well. It's strawberry and grapefruit, with it's just like, it's just like, I don't know what, actually it has leaves in it, but maybe it's a white tea because they're really light, so maybe a white tea, which white tea doesn't have much caffeine in it at all, but it's labeled an herbal tea, so it might not have any tea in it at all. Might not have any tea leaves. I don't know what the leaves are then, but I do know it has strawberries and grapefruits in it, and it is really, really good. to drink, and this will help you with your hydration, getting things down. If you can't, stand just plain water anymore. I find that in the early day, I can drink more plain water, but as the afternoon kind of happens, I want to switch to something that has a little flavor, and it helps me get the rest of my thing down. And I just got this little cup from the Walmart. It's the Aladdin Mason thingy. It's 32 ounces. Yeah, 32 ounces. Yeah, 32 ounces. I'm a bigger cup kind of person. I like big cups. I appreciate everyone, and make sure that you like the video and you subscribe. If you have any questions or just want to shout out, say hey, whatever, leave a comment below. And I hope everyone has a good day, and thank you for watching. Bye.